So, hi there everyone. This is going to be the self-love and empowerment message for whenever you find it, today, well, whenever today is. So I've been trying to keep them shortish, and sometimes they're longer. But yeah, self-love and empowerment September is what I'm doing. And I'm kind of suspecting this might be, well, let's face it, it is just basically what I do all the time, because self-love and empowerment, shamanic self-love and empowerment, is what I help people with. And some of this old fam were talking about Louise Hay in the comments earlier, which, if you've been around a long time, you'll know that's these affirmations that I read with the daily cards when I was posting them. I've done that for God 7 years anyway. However long it is, I've had my crystal clear vision. So maybe not as long as that. It's whenever I started doing it, but I think I've been posting that for like 6 years or something. But anyway, yes. So if you haven't read You Can Heal Your Life, highly recommend it. You can never read or listen to that too many times. And of course, that's those. I think this will be the same card Charlotte was talking about. There is another deck as well, Life Loves You or something, but no, these are the Love Yourself deck. So that's the cards that Charlotte was mentioning, and it's the ones that I've been using throughout this series. So, right. Just wanted to mention that because it's yeah, seemed relevant for anyone else who might need to know that. Right, so because obviously I would say any time I'm talking about self-love, I'm always going to be using something very Louise Hay-ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a modern Louise Hay that swears. But I'm me. I'm not Louise Hay because I'm me. Do you know what I mean? No offense, Louise. Loved you, but you seem to be one of the only good ones. And if you turn out that you weren't, that's going to break my fucking heart. So let's just keep me in the bubble, which is the good one. Take it too far, but you never fucking know these times we live in. Right, so what have we got for the self-love and empowerment message? So I'm wanting to pull for the I've just shuffled them and now I want to swap decks. Yeah, because I don't want to make it too long. This is a self-love and empowerment message for your divine feminine and your divine masculine energy. And then I'll do another one after this. And you'll be like, what was the fucking difference? And I'll be like, I know. Right. So in the subconscious, self-love and empowerment message for your divine feminine energy. And like you say, this is your energy within you, but this can also be within a connection, twin flame connection. So divine feminine energy, stomach's rumbling. It doesn't actually tend to pick up on this, but I'm going for my tea soon. So a fire reveals a path of renewed direction once the burning is complete. Oh, and we just had Aries moon, literally ended today, honouring adversity. So yes, and Aries is the warrior energy, I would know, being the highest degrees of an Aries sun, and Venus and Aries in the house of Leo. It's a lot of fire. That's how I'm able to fire people up. Another fucking day. Fire people up to get on with what they're here to do. Whether that's go towards their twin flame, sort their own shit out so that you can attract into your life, or get on with your work in the world. And anyway, you can't hurry love. You can. You can't. If you're new around here, I fucking sing all the time. I haven't sang for a long time, have I? Yeah, the singing stopped for a while, guys. Just a few weeks. It was, but I think it's because when I'm on the live streams, it just comes in more naturally. Kind of awkward sitting here singing myself, but you know what I mean. It's on the live streams. I think that's why. Yeah, we'll get that up again. Therapy Thursday. I'll be fucking singing again. But yeah, it's true. You can't hurry love. You definitely can't hurry twin flame love. You just got to keep working on your own inner union and your own blocks, your own fears, and time will tell. Divine time. As people throw fucking shit. Like, shut up, fucking divine timing. It's been 20 years. I'm in a funny mood. I'm not apologising. And if you're new to me, the healing is we through everything I do. My voice, my hands. It comes through my voice, my hands, my eyes, and my eyes are on the screen today. Been doing a lot of hand action. You've not been seeing my face. And I always feel, you know, when I'm chucked on here and you can see my eyes, it's because somebody really needed to connect with my eyes, basically, you know, because this is how we trust people. Have a look at the windows to my soul. You won't see no fucking secrets in there. It's like, take the love, take the unconditional love. Right. What have we got for divine masculine? Releasing expectations. Somebody's playing the saxophone as well. Saxophone. They're fucking going for it. Only the highest possibilities come to be whether I envision them or not. Just fucking let go of those expectations. Right. Whatever that means. I can't actually be bothered. I know what it means, but you know what I mean? In that context, I'm like, whatever. Right. Conscious mind. Divine. I'm loving that I've got a wee timer now. We worked that out when me and one of my soul fam members were on the thing the other day. She was like, yeah, you've got a wee timer. I was like, I haven't got a fucking timer. Change the settings. Oh my God, I've got a timer. So now I know how long I've been doing this. Right. What have we got in the conscious mind? Divine feminines, of your inner union or a union. There is such beauty in simplicity. Again, I love this because I'm all about keeping it simple for people. This is often what someone comes to me and books one session, something they've been struggling with for years or trying to work out with their work or just something. And honestly, I can see I can spot patterns and I can see things that other people don't. And again, I'm going to big up having 6 retrogrades in my chart because it is incredibly rare and you'll see loads and loads of people. Maybe not loads and loads of people, but it depends what circles you roll in. But you'll see loads of people going on about 6 retrogrades, you know, and you might see some people, you know, talking positively about it as well. But it's basically it's a deep time of going within. And what it means, because I have got 6 retrogrades, and like I say, it is very rare. I'm not going to be the only person in the world, but I just don't tend to meet too many people with it. And if I do, probably people born the same year around the exact same time. Or you know, some of the other years, but it is very rare. But basically, I'm just absolute hermit mode the majority of the time. Like, you know, I really go inwards. I'm absolutely the hermit seeking enlightenment. There's a shaman seeking enlightenment, and the moon card. You know, both these cards are about going within, and these are both you know, the cards that linked to my birthday, and it's kind of like and that's even nothing to do with the 6 retrogrades. Then you add 6 retrogrades in my chart and my Pluto placement in the secretive 12th house, which is what helps me get to the bottom of somebody's deepest desires and their hidden pain. And sometimes you know, it may take till the end of the session to work out the hidden pain, because a lot of the time, you know, people will mask their pain even in the session, which seems crazy, but they do. You know, people will still have that kind of conscious mind, or the ego kind of protecting their vulnerability. Again, people that have been to me a few times know the score, and they're like, you're going to get so much more out of those 60 minutes that you paid for my time experience if you just fucking drop the guard, drop the mask, be vulnerable and let me help you. And again, I'm way more stricter in my boundaries now. Before I would just sat with people for hours and hours and hours, but now I'm just more strict, and I'm like, now why should I? Do you know what I mean? If people want to pay me the extra to sit with people for hours and hours and hours, fine, you know, that's your call. But I'm very strict, and you know, I've had loads of my guides have been saying to me, you need to stop that, because the last few times I've done it, I completely burned out, and it took me ages. It's still, I think I'm still trying to get my energy back. So again, that's my personal responsibility, but just, you know, making it known to people that it's like, you know, if you're showing up for your session with me, however long it is, most people's sessions are 60 minutes. It's, yeah, all people's sessions are meant to be 60 minutes, unless, like, say, you'd booked one of the more in-depth sessions like the psychoastrology empowerment or the chakra soul empowerment. These ones that I just mentioned, those are like free, I think, for 3 hours. But again, I wouldn't mind going over with them to the 4 hours, because they are a bigger investment. But even that, a lot of people wouldn't. So again, I'm really, like I say, that was when the full moon in Pisces came in at the weekend there. all of that shit stops now. So just I'm warning you. I'm just basically like a gentle warning to people that if you book a 60-minute Zoom, it'll be 60 minutes. I might go 5-10 minutes over, but it will be that. You know, that Claire is dead now. There we go. So keeping it simple, because again, like my guides have told me, and you know, other people that are worth their salt that check in on my energy, they're like, you literally heal people very quick on into the session. You know, it's just about people want to be seen and heard, but I can listen and see people, and you know, I can value, listen, and make sure people are seen and heard in those 60 minutes, you know what I mean? But I need to cut out the rest, because I'll drop down deed if I keep doing that. So again, that's about me protecting my energy, which I'm sure everyone will love and respect and understand. Again, I don't do it too much, but I was falling into a bad habit of doing that again. Right. See, but it was because of the Pisces full moon, and Pisces energy has no boundaries, which is lovely for compassion and unconditional love and that. But not everybody deserves your unconditional love. Like seriously, there's a lot of, I'm just gonna fucking say, there's a lot of fucking bad people out there. And yeah, I get it, yin yang polarity, but there's a lot of fucking soulless people that will zap the life out of you and no look back. I'm sure you've had it happen to you. I fucking certainly have too many times. Like that's nobody that I'm on a Zoom with. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like you got to protect your energy. Anyway, God, whoa, we get it, spirit, Jesus. Right. Divine masculine. So divine feminine's keeping it simple, yeah. 60-minute session, it's a 60-minute session. And the people that have had sessions the last few weeks will be like, Claire, that was not 60 minutes. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, because it's not going to happen again. Seriously, I just can't do that. So, and no apology about it, because I don't know too many other folk out there that do that. And like I say, it's like someone said to me recently, could you just have something where you charge people more? And I'm like, it's a bit awkward. Like, well, oh, sorry, ding, we've reached time. Do you want to pay the same again to get? If people do, fine. But you know, that's what I'm going to get my team that I'm building to help sort that out. You know, that just so that you know, because basically that's what they're getting at. Basically, that is the point. It's a lot of people do need more than that hour's help, but they need it over time. And again, I've spoke to loads of people about this in the last sort of month, and some of those people took my advice and are working with me and they're doing really well. And other people, it's about being ready too. Other people, and again, I'm confidentiality, so don't chip in the comment. It's like, well, you can if you want people to know your business, but I wouldn't want. It's kind of like, you know, you will do that when you're ready. And don't worry if we spoke about it. But other people, if that's something that you're thinking about doing and you're waiting, I've said it before, and my guides are saying it again. I'm you know, the live stuff, unless it is working with me longer term, isn't really what I'm focused on, like just a one-off kind of Zoom. So, but yeah, that is the point, that when I'm sitting with people for longer than an hour, it's because the person needs longer than an hour of my time. So if you recognize that you need longer than an hour of my time, or you kind of suspect you're going to need longer, then that's you've got to recognize that and book. I would say book the package of 4. And if money's an issue, you can pay it up. Or again, just understand that it's going to be yeah, we're just gonna do what we can for you in the hour. Because I'm the kind of person, I just want to sit with someone until I've healed them, and I'm gonna fucking die if I keep doing that. So I can't do that. God, this has actually really helped me. I've not watched it back yet, and it's helped me. It's true though. It is true. I just can't do that, and I shouldn't. It's too much of a burden. Burdens. That was my lesson. That was my lesson on that full moon. And again, it happened weeks before that full moon. But and it wasn't just one person; it was several people I'd done it with, and it was like, nah, just can't do that. Again, my fault. Take personal responsibility. But other people that are coming to me for help need to recognise, you know, if you need more support, you need more support. If you don't need more support, fine. And that there are recorded videos enough support, or an hour, it's going to be an hour Zoom is enough support, fine. You know what I mean? Divine masculine, the conscious mind. Spend some quality time with yourself. There's a bit, again, this is about divine masculine energies, hermiting as well. And look what I said about hermiting before I went on that big rant. Again, it's not me, it's the divine speaking through me about people that are in that helping position like me in these dark times. Sorry, when I itch my nose, it's the spirit world coming through. So I really do feel it was the ancestors coming in, mine coming through quite, you know, protective there as well. It's because I just thought I have to look at it objectively. If I had a client of mine coming to me, which I've got loads of healer clients that come to me as well for guidance with their business, and if somebody was saying to me, oh, I sat with someone, you know, someone booked an hour session, but I've sat with them for like 5 hours, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing that to yourself for? Do you know what I mean? And it's not, you know what I mean? That is what I would say to them. So I have to say that to myself, what the fuck are you doing that for? You know. And I know what I'm doing it for. It's because I care and I want to help the person. But we have to understand a lot of people need more help than just that hour over time. And that's okay if that's you. That's fucking everyone right now. That's fucking me. My fucking counsellor went and retired on me a year ago. Do you know what I mean? It's but don't worry, I still get, you know, that 7 years of counselling for me, as well as my training, really did do me. You know, it gave me what I needed to get me through these times. And like I say, I go and get the bits and bobs of healing that I'm guided to, whether it be a reading or healing or anything when I need it. And more so than not, it's more regular now, is what I would say, because of my workload. And my favourite one has got to be the massage once a month. Right, so spend time alone. Divine masculine energies. This is really good. So this is meant to be for your energy, but this is really going to be talking about a lot of divine masculines, you know, within twin flame connections, whether you are the divine masculine or your person is, that are needing to spend time alone. There is a big difference between feeling lonely and spending time alone. A little solitude each day is a wonderful way to quiet your mind, still your thoughts, and reconnect with yourself. What's more, research now shows that time alone helps to increase empathy, productivity, creativity, and mental resilience. So take a moment to yourself each day, however short, enjoy peace. Yeah, and there just reminds me as well, you know, different things can factor into this. If you are more introvert like myself, it's not only, you know, gonna be something that you like to do a lot or you love to do if you're anything like me. It'll be something that you need to do. So it's kind of why I come in, my energy comes in really fucking serious when it's like, I can't wait for the weekend, or I need this weekend alone. I'm going to be fucking saying no to everyone. And by the way, do you know what's really funny, right? I find it funny when I channeled that about if my sister asked me to babysit, because she'd kind of loosely asked me, and then she said, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to need it. And then she asked me really last minute, and I just think about it, was literally on the Pisces full moon, which is about unconditional love. In a way, you could see that as family too. It's about, you know, it's hashtag all the feels, and again, I fucking need it, I love them. But it was a major test of boundaries. It wasn't a big deal anyway, because I don't even really think she wanted to go to this thing. But it was kind of thing. It was, you know, I mean, it was it was a test of me being like, no, you know, I was literally just about to get in the bath, and it was just like, no. And so that's what I mean about, like, you know, let me know if any of yous were tested. This is my time, you know, this is for me. I spend my week, you know, and again, I don't do stuff every day because I purposely have set it up like that, where I do, you know, it's like very my week is very feminine and masculine balance, is what I would say. If I have some heavier sessions one day, I absolutely have to have a day off, like the next day, to regain my energy. But because of the way I've set things up, I've got a wee bit each day just now because I can handle it, but I change it where I need to. Again, I'm divine feminine, I go with the flow. I go with what I'm guided to do. Right. This one's been 20 minutes. What else do we need to do? Because this one's just maybe a bit shorter. I was going to use the same sort of deck. Right, divine feminine. Because this isn't so much all the subconscious, conscious, blah blah blah. This is just for your. This is the difference. It's about your self-love, your self-care, your self-empowerment. Fuck's sake, go for it. See, put all the way on this. I'm really fucking tired today. Like, really tired. And And maybe it's got something to do with the fucking my neighbour's workage, right? Oh, it's not their fault. They're obviously fucking building something, but talk about Mercury retrograde. Fucking 8:30 on the dot, fucking that. Do you know what I mean? And you're like, is it fucking people having a good time this morning or what? And then I realised I was like, oh shit, it's a fucking they're knocking down a fucking wall or something. You know what I mean? And it's just like so annoying. If you've been sitting up, you know, on YouTube or something, fucking cutting about at 4 a.m. or whatever, and then you're woken up at 8:30. I mean, that wasn't last night, but sometimes that can happen if I can't sleep. So anyway. And feminine. Sound healing so maybe I need a bit of sound healing. But yeah, seriously, clear your energy, whatever clears your energy. And family, there you go. I've just talked about my family and I'm just about to go and see my family after this. Divine masculine. We've got meditate. See, there's divine mask. Oh my god. Well, not the same cards, but it's mirroring. 30, not 36, 35 and 37. We've got 36, meditate and music. So you see, they're not the same cards, but see how it's mirroring? Because we've had sound healing for divine feminine, and now we've got meditate and music. Same fucking thing. Use it all. Fucking do your meditation with music to a sound healing thing. You know what I mean? Well, you're painting your fucking nails. Regardless of gender. Do you know what I mean? Whatever floats your boat. But yeah, seriously, there is something there about clearing your energy. So the messages that also jumped out for divine feminine were go for it and fresh air. Quite simply for me, that was getting out for a walk. I walked 12,000 steps today. Probably why I'm fucking knackered. And I'm about to add more to my steps and I walk along my mum and dad's. Go for it. Your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situations such as Genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path that will lead you very far indeed. So this is not only divine feminine energies regardless of gender. This can be divine masculine's feminine side talking about their feelings, and vice versa. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass. We don't need to fucking read that, right? We get it. Right, divine masculine. What is the stressy energy I'm feeling? I think it was when I channeled all that message about boundaries. It feels very Saturn stressy energy I'm channeling right now. Like strict, you know, like if you keep doing that, you're not going to be able to help anyone. And that's why they're using that example of me. Is I used to think when that happens, it happens for a reason. But now it's like, yeah, it's and it's been said to me by different people as well that basically if that's if that is typically what happens a lot of the time, then something needs to change. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, that's why things need to be a package. Yeah. Anyway, life purpose. Oh my god, life purpose came up in the shorts. The purpose of, because I've filmed them all for the next sort of 10 days or something. 2 weeks actually, juicy ones, juicy, leading up to that new moon in Libra, because that is love and partnership. So the purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. That's absolutely where divine masculines are at right now. Look, creative projects, following creative projects and following their life purpose. This is literally what came up in the shorts as well. Your soul longs to, and I don't ask me what day, they're timeless, but I was actually just going to release all of this week at once. I might actually do that later, I'll just decide. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity in your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion towards your life. Again, this is a bit heavy for the self-love empowerment one, but I feel this is definitely about where divine masculines in particular, regardless of whether you're a man, woman, whatever you identify as, have been affected by spell work, by fuckery, by black magic, by being surrounded by gaslight and narcissistic people. Divine feminines have had that throughout your life too. You may be away from it, you may still have it around you, but I really do feel it affects the divine masculine. Well, I know, I don't just feel a feeling, I know it affects the divine masculines, that, you know, it can make you procrastinate forever in a day, it can make you really doubt yourself, it can make you, yeah, all of that and some. What do we need to know for divine feminine? Savor your life, passion and pleasure, and divine masculine. I don't know if I will do another one, but we'll just see. Oh my god, ascending the mountain. And I just said I was channeling like Saturn. What did I say? Saturn and boundaries energy. It felt stressy. But it is, it's like challenging, but you're resilient enough to get through it. Keep going forward. That's really going to speak to people. Choosing your path, all is possible. So it's like, that's why I'm huffing and puffing and kind of moaning. It's like, it might seem quite funny and like it's me, but I'm channeling this energy of, I can really feel people in this fucking exhausted energy. And this is like I've been saying to loads of people recently, fucking try having 6 retrogrades. You know what I mean? Everyone's fucking going about how terrible it is. I'm like, excuse me. That's what allows me to fucking do my work in a very unique way and help a lot of people. But it is challenging too. I'm not even going to lie. That's why I laugh. Got a sense of humour with it. It is, you know, but maybe people can have a bit of compassion for me, like I say, for how difficult it is, how hard it has been for me to push past how introvert I am. Again, I'll say it again, people laugh because people that don't see all of me just see how confident I am with my work. And don't get me wrong, I'm super duper fucking confident, right? Because it's God confidence, God speaking through me. But again, I'm good at what I do. I've worked very hard to be a clear channel for a very long time. And I've also been doing this for a very long time now. Crystal clear visions, like I say, it's 7 years old officially. And I think I was, well, I don't think I was doing stuff before with it. And then, so, you know what I mean? So it's 7, 8 years. And that's only crystal clear vision. That's just when I chose a fucking name for myself. I've been fucking doing all this healing work for myself and healing others, like, you know, on and off fucking 20 years. So I put in the work. I do know that, and that's with the burdens of my dyslexia, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, inattentive ADHD, 6 retrogrades. Do you know what I mean? If I wanted to use every excuse in the book to not follow my life purpose, to not follow my calling, oh, believe me, I could. But if I'm not doing it, you're not fucking doing it. And you know, and if you're new around here, don't be scared. It is a weird energy I'm channeling today, but I can't apologise. It's what they want me to channel. This is how I'm handling it. Maybe this is why that's happening, because I've been caffeine free for 2 weeks now. Maybe it's not good for me. Maybe at the end of this experiment, I'm like, I actually need my cappuccino. But it's not to stop drinking it completely anyway. It's just I want a wee break from it. So, dear Archangel Raphael, I ask that you cut my cords of attachment to caffeine so I may honour my body's natural energy rhythms without chemicals. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you out there actually end up having caffeine-free weeks or months as well, because I've noticed loads of people have been connecting with recently have either told me about loads of weight that they've lost, or wanting to lose weight, or sudden craving sort of going away, or, and you know, this is like before people have even done, like I do my divine detox, and again I call it different names, but it's just a package of 4 sessions, which the price may go up on, by the way, because it's these prices, my individual prices for my Zoom and my packages have been the same price for a long time. So just know that one day you're going to go to that and it will be different. So if you want to book something, I would book it in fast before it changes, because, you know, I might be guided to put those prices up even before the new moon in Libra, which is the 25th. So I'm just saying, I might not, but I might, because they've been the same for a very, very long time. And especially if, yeah, things are going to change. Things need to change. I'm going to be monitoring the next few Zooms I do. Ways in which to get it to get me to stop. Again, I do think it was just because it was the full moon in Pisces, but just interesting that I stopped going over the time, and then I just done it again a few times. I think it was maybe after my break. Fuck knows, but it was annoying me anyway, because I'd stopped it, and then it's like I picked up a bad habit. There you go. So maybe your bad habit. Maybe you've been overgiven or going over the time as well. Like I say, there's no it's kind of no problem with it. It's like, and the people, don't get me wrong, the people that I went over this time with, it's all people that really are grateful. But it's like I said before, like, grateful doesn't pay the bills. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I've had people being grateful for me the past 7, 8 years. I've also had a lot of the same people never spend a penny with me. Do you know what I mean? Like, to be honest, God, that's really blunt, but it's true. Grateful does not pay the bills. But actually grateful does pay the bills. But do you know what I'm saying? In that way, it's like, if people need more of my time, then they'll need to pay for more of my time. Saying that to myself, oh my God. And I'll be leaving that stressful situation behind. That's hilarious. See that? Oh my God, I know what they're getting me. I know what they're showing. Because it's like, so picking on me, which, sorry, twin, means I need to pick on you, that basically every time I do that with anyone, right, every time I give far too much of my time, like I'm talking, someone's paid for an hour and I sit with them for 2 hours, even 2 hours is bad. But before I'd be like, oh, that's fine, you should just see how long. But if I'm spending 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, guys, I've done worse before, trust me. Think about it. If I'm having boundaries like that and giving far too much of my time, experience, it doesn't matter if people are grateful. That's somebody giving their time, expertise, basically for free, and the person's only paid for an hour. Now, some people, don't get me wrong, will have given me more money. A lot of people don't, going to be honest. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's got to be my personal responsibility. My masculine energy within me has got to be like, no, I've got to be strict here. I can't do that. It's like, I feel like I'm doing a fucking music video right now. But do you know what I mean? It's like, that just can't happen. It's not fair. Doesn't have, you know what I mean? And I can't be like, I'm not saying, oh, it's not fair victim mode, like people are doing it to me. People aren't doing it to me. I'm allowing that to be done to me. Oh my God. So there we go. Somebody needs to have that harsh word with themselves too. Can't blame everyone else, because listen, if you're giving it, people will take it, trust me. If they know you're good at what you do and they help them, they will take it because they need it. It's also because people need it. So you've got to be recognising that. But divine masculine energy, so that's how my divine masculine energy in me resonates with that. And then it will also mean my divine masculine walking about out there, or hermiting, whatever he's doing, will be leaving a stressful situation behind. You know what I mean? Whether that, of anything. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships, positive situations. Hell, this is one of these ones where it's like, I was like, this is a bit heavy, but then I get why I had to do it. That's why we need a good laugh around here too. Laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humour and irony within every human drama. Well, guys, holy fucking shitballs. I think that's a good note to leave it on in my oversharing ways. But again, my oversharing and my raw vulnerability, if you can handle the strong messages that come through, you know, through the divine, through God, through my guides, through your guides that'll jump in and fucking, you know, channeling people's love and spirit and guides as well, then great. If you can't handle it, maybe I'm not for you. But this is, you know, we've got to set a good example for us. You've got to love yourself as much as you love other people. Oh, you know why they're saying that? Because I forgot to use the Lee takers. Yeah, let's see how this ties up. Let's pull a joint one and then a divine feminine, divine masculine. What is a joint one? Or is it going to have any in it? See if it's got something to do with money. That's going to be crazy. A joint one for inner union. I can't even. I knew when I said that. This is fucking nuts. Money. See, been doing this for years and I'm still not used to how fucking creepy that is. Money is simply energy and an exchange of services. How much I have depends on what I believe I deserve. I allow myself to accept prosperity. But what I'm really getting from that is all those words are true. But it's about, yeah, money is simply energy and it's an exchange of services. But if the exchange of service is for 60 minutes and you're like me, because there will be people like me out here that do this, but even if there's not, I'm just saying it for me, for the people that receive my services. If somebody's paying for an hour, but they're getting 4 hours or even 2 hours or, you know, even fucking fair, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not a fair exchange. And it's kind of like it was okay for me up until a point, and it's just not sat well with me that I've done it the last few sessions, because I'm like, and I'm like, say, I'm actually very grateful that the few people I did do that with did actually send me extra. But again, it's it needs to be an official thing more than kind of like, oh, I appreciate you done that. Here's what it's like, you know, like I need to set that up, that nah, people need to know that it's, if it's getting towards the end of the session and you're still, it still feels like you need more, that's fine. If you want more, you can have more, but you're gonna need to pay for, you're gonna need to pay for it. By the way, I don't know who I'm channeling today, but it's fucking true. This is what I would say to somebody else. This is really, I'm actually really proud of myself for saying it like that. But again, it might just be that I put my prices up and they're longer. Maybe that's what it is, you know. So this is why I say to people, if you want to take advantage of it, I'm not talking shit. It's not a marketing thing. It's if sitting with someone and I'm getting a certain amount of money, it drains all my fucking energy and I can't work the next day. It needs to be more money, or I need to stop going over the time. And like I say, I'm just so annoyed at myself because I stopped doing that ages ago and something happened when I started doing it again. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. That's true. Find feminine energy. I rejoice in my creative energy. Yeah, I do. I've got powerful sexual creative energy and I need to protect it. Fun, uplifting ideas flow through my consciousness and I follow through on the ideas received, bringing them into full manifestation. And that's them saying to me, right, you're recognising that, Claire. You need to do something about it. But remember, I did, because that's what the copy platform's about. So, and I foresee, if I haven't already said something about that, it will be maybe the new moon Libra. It's not till the 25th though, so I think it'll be before that. So I'm just waiting for the go ahead. Like divine masculine. Oh, it's the same fucking one. I think they just wanted to let me know, because I'm like, wow, that message was really strong. But I think they just wanted to let me know that people really needed to hear that. Money is simply energy and exchange of services. How much I have depends on what I believe I deserve. I allow myself to accept prosperity. Because I'm going to own it, you know what I mean? It's like I've worked really hard on my self-love, my unconditional love. Like I say, I've been teaching people how to love themselves and love themselves unconditionally for fucking years now, after, you know, me going through my own dark night of soul years and years and years ago, and becoming a dark night of soul teacher. You know, just didn't want to call myself that because it's a bit grim, isn't it? But I'm an ascension teacher. I'm here to teach about the new earth. I'm here to teach a new way of money as well. Money is just energy. Money is just an exchange for services. It isn't a big deal. It's like, I remember doing training once and it was like, everybody is selling themselves. We're all selling ourselves to each other every day. Whether it's romantic wise, you're like, this is me, you know, like it or lump it, you know, or well, that's my vibe. Or, you know, I'm really good at this thing. You know, would you do like even like, so say like my friend that does massage, you know, I go on to everybody in my life, you know, my physical life, how amazing she is, because I'm like, yeah, you need to receive this fucking magical massage. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. But what is a big deal is if you overgive and people just take it, and then you're not compensated for your gifts and talented in the right way. Talent's in the right way. And what's really weird is like I've over the pandemic, so over the past couple of years, but really this has been happening over the past 7 years or longer, that when I receive a service from someone, and if their prices are like next to nothing, especially, but even if they're quite, you know, standard, decent, if I believe it should be more, I've said this before, I'll tell them. I'll be like, I would have paid more for that, right? And sometimes I'm totally doing myself, like no any favours, you know what I mean? But that is what I've done with my friend that does a massage too. Like I was like, this needs to be more money. Like that's just brought me back to life. And so she has made it more money. And then I've sent other people her way. Do you know what I mean? So sometimes you'll be missing out on ideal clients because your things are too cheap. So I think that's what they're saying to me too. But I like to still be accessible, and that's why it's like people can pay things up. But again, it's to do with the changes that take place in people's lives and the time that I end up spending people. So anyway, blah 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 blah. What have we got? That's powerful. That, you know, it's like, because I do deserve to receive a lot of money for the massive amount of help that someone gets from me, you know, when they do a session with me. Interesting. Let go of stress. Don't take on other people's stress, breathe it out now. But you get what that means? This is both twins. It means, again, wow, we just keep stressing, but it's true. If people are really struggling, if this speaks to you and you're not a healer right now, but like I say, everyone's a healer of some kind, because even if you're not doing it in a professional manner, if you're drawn to me that much, you probably are healing people around you, and you either do realise it or you don't realise it. But this is going to speak to people that are in a similar position to me. If someone's booked a session for whatever amount of time and you go way over it, right, which I absolutely have done and can still do. Like I said, more recently I had stopped it. I hadn't been doing it for like 6 months or something, and then whatever happened after my holiday there, every session I've done is when the boundaries just went out the fucking window to teach me a lesson, and self-care. But now I'm like, no, that needs to be nipped in the bud. I've worked hard to balance my own energy. I'm not suffering, and I don't want my twin flame to be suffering out there, because I'm going over the thing anyway, which we don't know until that comes about, whenever. But it's also about, why should you, to be blunt, don't take it like, yeah, take on the person's stress for the amount of time that they've booked the session, but anything after that, you don't need to take that on. Not only is it not yours to carry anyway, but if someone isn't actually even compensating for you that properly, and watch for people kind of gaslighting you or making you feel guilty about that, it's not yours to carry. And if you need somebody to help you transmute that pain, like anybody else would do, you have to go to the healer and you have to fucking pay them. You know what I mean? Like I say all the time, you don't just go in at a fucking hairdresser's, but, oh, hey, can you cut my hair for free? Or, hey, I'm just going to take this loaf of bread and fuck off and no pay it. Doesn't happen. When the new earth is not about money, fine. But right now, it's still about money. So either tighten up your boundaries, I'm going to do it too, or cough up more dough if you take more of someone's time. Boom, drop the mic. Hello. Who was that channeling through me? Was it Ganesha or something? No, that was some strict energy. Love heals fear, because the truth hurts, but that's the truth. The power of your love can help bullies and angry people be less afraid. I feel, like I say, I'm sharing about my own experiences, but I'm sharing because it's like, I've been guilty of it too, where someone spends longer than what I've paid for. It doesn't feel good. You might feel like you got a bit of bargain, but something that I can't do that now. I'm going to stick by that just as much as I'm sticking by. So if I pay for something and it's a lie and they go over, then I'll give more money. You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's if I've got it. But then it's kind of like, then that's a thing too. It's like, you're going, oh my God, that's what it is. You're going without your means. I mean, I haven't done that for a very long time, but it's like, it's because, again, I find recorded readings more helpful, to be honest, but it's kind of like, if you're going beyond your means, then that's something different too, because it's kind of like a desperate energy. If you've paid for a certain amount of time, and then it thingies up the balance support. Yeah, interesting. It's okay to be different. You don't need to be like everyone else. You're perfect just as you are. Love heals fear. Happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. Well, fucking hell, I feel stressy. Relax, everything's okay. Don't worry, it's all going to be fine. Whatever that means to you, right? I'm going to stop now. I don't know if I'll do another video for today because that was kind of weird, but it must be meant to be with that money card coming out several times. And that came out on the masculine side. It's time to fucking put your boundaries up. So see, I can actually think of some of my clients this is going to resonate for, that you're not even doing the healing in a professional capacity yet. But you've got to get the boundaries in place now. If you're letting people drain you left, right, and centre, you've got to be very careful who's draining your energy too. I mean, even nice people, well-meaning people, grateful people can drain your energy. That is a very, a valid point to make. Like you say, I'm sure I've drained fucking people's energy as well, fucking going on about whatever I'm going on about. But this is why we have to be mindful of our boundaries, and you have to be mindful that other people, maybe haven't been taught boundaries. Anyway, I'm giving myself as much of a row as anyone else. But, you know, it's not me, it's coming through me. Interesting. I get it. My hand's itchy. That don't mean somebody's going to give you money. My hand's itchy. Crossing my palms with silver. That's a gypsy thing, isn't it? Right. What else do we need to know? Why am I shuffling these? Wow, look at that. 9 of Swords, right? That's up all night worrying. So again, this could mean two ways. That's about if people are in that 9 of Swords up all night worrying, is there no, you cannot take all their worries away in one full swoop. Some people need more support. This is a message for the healers out there. 9 of Wands, again, burdens, but they're nearly at the end of that. Resilience, but it's like, I used to think that. I used to think by sitting for hours and hours and hours, like I'm doing a good thing here. But now I've got a totally different view on it. It's not. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good to me. Therefore, it's not a good thing. It feels good to point out to people when they need more support. And if they don't fucking like what I've said, then they're lost, you know? Like, that takes strength to recognise that you need more support than you're allowing yourself to get. To build towards your dreams. Fast. Like say, if you don't get support from people, you'll go very slowly. And you'll be in heartbreak. And your pentacles will be kept from you. Or if you do like me, if you kind of don't allow more abundance to come into you, try to fucking hit. Like, oh, actually, another good example, because I was getting the downloads about that today as well. Look about when I've said that I've been really compassionate and caring and trusted people to pay me back, and they fucked off. Like, still to this day. Like, it's happened a few times, but it doesn't stop me from being a good person. But even that, you know, may need to stop, because it's hurtful, isn't it, when people do that, when you're like, I can't believe I actually got that person wrong and they done that. They lied. That's truth. Three of Cups, you should be celebrating, happy, spending it with the soul family. So look out, karma. Oh my God. Look out for people that do that to you. And like I said before, there is karma with money. If so, again, hopefully I'm not speaking to anyone, but it's like, if anybody does that, you know, where it's like you've not been of integrity in any kind of way, there is karma for it. So you've got to watch. We want unions and happy times. We don't want confusion and confliction and burdens for anyone. We want the lovers reuniting, and this is reuniting your own energy. And moving on to better and brighter times. Yes. That's watching. Past loves watching. Their Empress. Because it's true love. Right, I'm stopping now. Again, because you could tell I was like, right, what do I even say in this context? But right, weird message. I'll need to watch this back later. See you later. Bye.